All right, well, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on a hot tank setup for the block that's coming off that 45 diesel that we've been working on. So I've got this galvanized tank set up. I've got it lifted up off of the floor so that I can get basically a turkey fryer base in there so that we can heat up the bottom and keep our water hot, and then we'll also put solution in there with that Purple Power degreaser. So we got it filling up now, and once it gets up to the level that I need, then we'll bring the block over. Probably going to go ahead and put it on the crane, and then we'll just bring it over, and then I can just drop it right down in there, and then we'll let it sit there and cook for a while, and we'll see how much of this gunk and grime come off of the block. The inside of it, there's some junk down in there. It's not too awfully bad, so it should clean it up pretty good. So I'm just real curious to see just how good of a job it does. I've watched some other videos on it, so I figured I would put it to the test myself. I've got a couple of plugs I need to pull out of this also. That bottom plug needs to come out. That's an oil jacket, so I want to make sure that I get that flushed out good. So anyway, we'll let the water fill up and we'll get ready to go. Alright, so we got our tank filled up with water. We've got our Purple Power in it, and we've got the block suspended with a crane, and it's ready to drop. So I'm just kind of waiting on the temperature inside to come up a bit. I'd like to see at least something going on in there with the temp, and then once we get that, we'll just set the block down in it and we'll let the thing cook for a while, and we'll see how it works out. So we'll just let that bring back up to temp, and then we'll get back to the dipping. Alright, so we've had the hot tank running here for about 3 to 3.5 hours, and got nice steam coming off of there. I don't see any bubbles yet as far as whether or not the water is boiling. I'm not sure of the temperature, but the air temperature has cooled down a little bit right now, so that might have something to do with the steam, but kind of see the block down in there. Just real curious how that thing is looking. I don't know if that is just stuff from the Purple Power that's on that, or what. Well, that's all white. But anyway, I would say it's probably starting to clean it pretty well. So we'll leave the burner going. I did have to make one adjustment. I had to put this piece of angle iron in there. The core before I had was getting burned. So I just lifted it up and put that piece of angle iron in there to keep that from burning. And you can see there, it burned it pretty decent. So anyway, we'll let this keep going and we'll see what we get. Alright, so I let the hot tank run for about 5 hours last night, and I pulled the block out as I was cooling down the water, and everything pretty much was loosened up. It did a great job from what I could tell on it. So today I'm going to go ahead and pull it out with a skid steer, and then we'll take it outside and pressure wash it. And I'm just real curious to see what it looks like at that point, if it still has grime and junk on it, then I'll go ahead and put it through another few hours in the hot tank here. So anyway, just want to give you an update. We'll flop over to the time lapse in the skid steer, and we'll pull this thing out of here, and we'll go set it down outside, and then we'll power wash it. Alright, so we just got done power washing the block on this 230 diesel after the hot tank. It cleaned up really well. I'm kind of surprised how well that purple power and the heat worked. There's still some stuff here and there inside. I know it looks nasty on the camera, but that's just the casting where it looks rough there. I'll probably hot tank it one more time and try to get the rest of this junk out of here. And just looking at it, I know these 230s are bad for cracking, and we can see that one right there, and somebody's tried to repair it at some point. This one's cracked, and looks like these two are still good. So the word on the street is you don't have to worry about those cracks. You just gotta watch the bottom of your head to make sure that you don't have an issue. Evidently there's not a 230 diesel block out there that's not already got a crack in it. But anyway, it's going to go to the machine shop, get decked, both the block and the head, and then ARP studs will be put in. So we'll let the machine shop check it out and see what it looks like at that point. So we'll break for right now. We'll probably hot tank it one more time. I'm not going to go through that whole process again. We've already seen it once. So we'll get it all cleaned up, and then have to go ahead and put some WD-40 on it to keep it from flash rusting on me now that all the paint has come off. So anyway, that's where we're at with the 301. We'll be heading to the machine shop here in a few days. Please hit like and subscribe and leave a comment below. And make sure you turn on your notification bell so that each time a new video is posted, you'll be notified.